The Atlanta Falcons just made a move that's shaking up the NFL landscape, a decision so bold that it's igniting debates everywhere from locker rooms to living rooms across America. This isn't just another offseason signing, it's a statement, a gamble, and a potential turning point. The Falcons, a team driven by passion but often undone by defensive woes, have thrown down the gauntlet. They've signed rookie edge rusher James Pierce Jr., a move that's already sending shockwaves through NFL circles. It's a seismic shift, one that fans are already buzzing about on social media. Could this be the move that finally changes the Falcons' fortunes? Is this the catalyst that ignites a new era in the NFC South? Let's dive into the electrifying details. The contract that's making waves. Let's start with the headline. James Pierce Jr., Atlanta's first-round edge rusher from Tennessee, has inked a fully guaranteed 4-year rookie contract worth a whopping $16.8 million. Out of that, a jaw-dropping $8.8 million comes as a signing bonus, a rare sum for a non-quarterback rookie. NFL insider Ian Rappaport broke the news, emphasizing how uncommon it is to see a fully guaranteed deal like this outside the quarterback position. This contract speaks volumes. It's a clear sign that the Falcons aren't just hoping Pierce becomes a contributor, they're banking on him being a transformative presence on their defense. It's a statement that Atlanta's front office believes this is the guy who can change the game. High stakes and draft day drama. The story doesn't end with the contract. To secure Pierce's talents, Atlanta pulled off a draft day coup, trading back into the first round and sacrificing next year's first-round pick. That's the kind of bold, aggressive move typically reserved for franchise quarterbacks. But Atlanta saw something special in Pierce, a potential game-changer who could finally give their defense the identity it's been missing. This isn't just a gamble, it's a calculated risk. A signal that Atlanta's leadership is committed to turning around a defense that has too often been its Achilles heel. Now the question on everyone's mind, was it worth it? Only time will tell, but the Falcons have made their intentions clear. James Pierce Jr. is their cornerstone on defense. The Atlanta Falcons didn't just draft James Pierce Jr., they made a statement. Trading back into the first round to secure his talents wasn't just a move, it was a mission. The Falcons didn't just dip a toe in the water, they plunged head first, betting a chunk of their future to get the edge rusher they believe can transform their defense. Of course, it's a gamble. That's what's fueling the debates from fan forums to analyst panels. Was it risky? Absolutely. Was it necessary? Given Atlanta's chronic struggles to pressure opposing quarterbacks, maybe more than ever. This isn't just about adding talent, it's about reshaping an identity. The message from the front office is clear. They aren't waiting for progress. They want to change the narrative now. And Pierce isn't alone. This deal follows closely on the heels of another high-profile move, signing Jalen Walker, a rookie linebacker cut from the same ambitious cloth. With both first-round picks secured, the Falcons are doubling down on defensive playmakers, signaling a fresh start for a team tired of being reactive rather than proactive. Who is James Pierce Jr.? To understand why the Falcons are so all-in on Pierce, you've got to know the player. At 6 feet 5 inches, Pierce is built like a prototype edge rusher, long, powerful, and deceptively quick. Coming out of the University of Tennessee, he made life miserable for opposing offenses. He didn't just rack up stats, he disrupted game plans. It wasn't just the numbers, though they were impressive. Double-digit sacks and tackles for loss that seemed to come at the most critical moments. It was how he did it. Pierce's first-step quickness is the kind that makes offensive tackles rethink their career choices. His motor never stops, and his football IQ is off the charts. Scouts rave about his leadership, how he held Tennessee's defense together, how teammates fed off his energy. He's not just a player, he's a tone setter, and Atlanta desperately needs that. They've been hunting for a cornerstone on defense for years, someone who doesn't just make plays but sets a standard. A vision of the future. To see why this move means so much, rewind a bit. Atlanta's defense has been stuck in neutral, failing to generate consistent pressure. It's been the Achilles heel for a team with offensive firepower but defensive frustration. The front office knows it's now or never. Waiting for development hasn't worked, and neither has plugging holes with short-term fixes. So they're rolling the dice with Pierce. He's the embodiment of what they've been missing: fearless, relentless, and ready to lead. Whether it's sacking quarterbacks, forcing fumbles, or just injecting a little swagger, the Falcons are betting big that he's the guy to change their defensive fate. Atlanta has been at the bottom of the league in sacks and quarterback pressures for far too long. It's been a source of frustration for fans and a challenge for coaches who know that the defense has been the team's Achilles heel. The struggles are glaringly obvious. Last year's rookie class was one of the least productive in the NFL, casting doubt on the team's developmental approach. Head coach Raheem Morris is well aware of the narrative. He's not shying away from it either. Instead, he's confronting it head-on. "We're going to be intentional about playing our young guys," Morris promised, a clear rejection of the league's tendency to let rookies sit behind veteran placeholders. It's not just talk. It's a commitment to change, and it's setting a new tone in Atlanta. Rookies won't just warm the bench this season, they'll have the opportunity to prove themselves on the field. Embracing a new era. There's a buzz inside the Falcons facility, a sense that something different is brewing. Veteran defenders, eager to escape the shadow of mediocrity, are welcoming James Pierce Jr. with open arms. They know better than to expect one rookie to fix everything, but they also sense his potential. Coaches are already praising his work ethic, noting the countless hours he's putting into film study and field work. For Pierce, it's about making the most of his moment. He's not cocky, just quietly confident. Speaking to the media, he made it clear: "I want to be the difference. Whatever it takes for the team, for the city, I'm here to work." It's a message that resonates, especially in a locker room that's hungry for change, building from the ground up. There's an understanding that change won't happen overnight. Even with Pierce's raw power and athleticism, even with the energy that his arrival has sparked, it's going to take time. The Falcons aren't banking on one rookie to change the entire defense, but they are banking on the ripple effect. They believe that bringing in players like Pierce will raise the standard across the board, pushing everyone to up their game. The season ahead is daunting, but Atlanta's not backing down. The defensive struggles of the past are a stark reminder of what happens when complacency sets in. This time, though, the Falcons seem intent on breaking the cycle. Pierce might just be the catalyst they've been waiting for. There's a palpable feeling among the Falcons, from the front office to the guys lining up on the field, that something special is building in Atlanta. You can sense it in the way the players talk about each other and the way coaches discuss their game plan. There's a belief that this team is on the cusp of something remarkable. Ripples across the NFC South. Take a step back and scan the NFC South, and you'll see why the James Pierce Jr. signing is reverberating far beyond Atlanta. The Falcons' division rivals, the Saints and Buccaneers, are also doubling down on defense, setting up what could be some of the most intriguing matchups of the season. Analysts are already buzzing. If Pierce and fellow rookie Jalen Walker develop quickly and the Falcons' pass rush finally finds its footing, this team could transition from rebuilding to playoff contention almost overnight. In a division that's hungry for a fresh storyline, Pierce's arrival is becoming a focal point. Could this move reshape the NFC South race? Rival teams are watching closely, well aware that if Atlanta's gamble pays off, the entire dynamic of the division could change. More than just football. This isn't just about contracts, draft picks, or projections. It's about something much deeper: pride and belief. Atlanta is a city that's been yearning for a reason to rally behind its football team. The arrival of James Pierce Jr. isn't just a personnel decision, it's a declaration that the Falcons are tired of being stuck in neutral. For years, Atlanta's defense has been a glaring weakness, but this move feels different. Pierce's blend of talent, hunger, and leadership aligns perfectly with a franchise desperate to move past years of mediocrity. If he lives up to his potential, he could spark a defensive revival that echoes for seasons to come. The fans' perspective. Now it's your move, Atlanta fans. Is James Pierce Jr. the catalyst the Falcons have been waiting for? Do you think management's bold gamble will pay off, or is this another shot in the dark? Expectations are high and the hope is real. One thing's for sure: Atlanta's defense has a new heartbeat. The 2025 season is right around the corner, and the Falcons are daring to dream big. It's a new chapter, and the city is ready to turn the page.